Hi guys, it's me Dominique from Dominique's Diary. Thank you so much for checking out my channel and checking out today's video. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at the items that I have purchased from Ikea. So this is an Ikea haul. So if this is something that you're interested in, then please stick around and I hope you enjoy. So before we actually go into the ins and outs of this video, myself and my fiance Thomas, we are going to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, moving soon. So I have bought some bits and bobs with the idea of us moving into another home and how my ideal kitchen and living room and everything like that, how that will look. So I'm thinking into the future with the items that I have bought today, and hopefully it will all come together as one and we can talk about that in a separate video. But for now, these are the items that I purchased. Now, the first item that I want to go into is the item mainly that I went there for, and that was for bed slats for a king size bed. So this is what we got. Okay, so here we have the bed slats. Okay, so this is for a king size bed. They're very, very heavy, but for anyone who's ever seen bed slats, this is what they look like. Ikea does sell a variety of different bed slats. These were the cheapest ones, and for a king size bed, I do believe these were £30. So apparently that is a bargain. I didn't even realise that bed slats were so expensive. So these are £30. They're really solid. They weigh £20. I've just seen there, £20, 9 kilograms these weigh. They are heavy. That is originally what I went for, and then I wanted to get like bits and bobs, and I came back with a lot of bits and bobs. So the reason that we wanted the bed slats, of course, is for a bed. We have a new frame which we have got from a friend, but it comes without the slats. So that's why I went to Ikea to get the slats, because I was told that you could probably get them for a decent price. But yeah, £30 they were, and they were the cheapest ones that were there. So if anyone's considering getting bed slats, there were, I think, about 3 or 4 different types, and these were the cheapest ones, and they of course have them in the different bed sizes. I like Ikea because I love their storage solutions, and if you are a long-term subscriber of my channel, then you may have seen a video that I uploaded in 2017. If not, I'm going to just put it up here in the corner, so if you want to go and watch that at some point, you're more than welcome to. That was based around storage ideas, so I love storage from Ikea. So the next item that I've purchased is right here, and I've got 4 of these, and these are the Droner cubes. Now I'm just going to open this up. I should have opened this up previously, shouldn't I? Ah. That hurt. Yeah, just be careful when you open them up that you don't knock yourself out. Okay, so these. Here we go. These are one of my absolute favourite storage solutions, and I would have said that in the previous video that I did in 2017, and I still stand by that. I know a lot of people, they're not big fans of Ikea and their storage, or they find it quite cheap, and that's fine. You know, a lot of the things are cheap, but a lot of the things are quality as well, and you know, decent price and a decent size. For me, I love these. I have the cube shelving unit in our bedroom, and we have these in white, black and grey. So I wanted to get a few more of these because of needing to fill up more space, because I was using a lot of the storage shelves for the walk-in wardrobe, and what I have done with 2 of them is I've actually stacked them on top of each other. So originally I had them as kind of like a dressing table, so I could utilise the top, and I didn't use all the cubes underneath. So now I've been and got 4 of these so that I can utilise all the cubes. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. So I bought 4 of these, 4 white ones, and I'm going to be using those to store clothes and bits and bobs and paperwork and things like that as well. Another item that I did purchase from Ikea, which will be for the bedroom as well, are these hangers. So I don't have wooden hangers, but I want to start having wood hangers in our wardrobe. So I've started off in my very first pack, and there are 8 of these in this set. So that is another item that I purchased for the bedroom. Whilst we're on the topic of items for the bedroom, I also bought this. Now this is used to store mainly scarves in your wardrobe. I'm going to open this up for you. Usually, or any normal person would buy this to store scarves, things like that in their wardrobe, things they can hang off, maybe even necklaces. I've seen people use them for. Okay, so it hangs up in your wardrobe like this. Okay, now if you own rats, you heard me, I said if you own rats, these are an enrichment product that you can actually put in your rat's cage. So that's why I bought it, because my rats already have one of these. Just watching, can you? And it hangs from the top of their cage. And then what I do is I have rope intertwined so they can go in and through and they can climb. So I bought another one for the rat's cage. So this isn't going anywhere near my wardrobe. It's not for me to use. This is solely enrichment for my rats. So, you know, I think sometimes when you're a pet owner and you're an owner to animals such as rats or rabbits or even snakes, like reptiles, and you think, okay, what can I get them that's going to keep them busy, that's going to be something that they can utilize and just have fun with, but also help me as well. Like sometimes you can get storage boxes but use them as litter trays for rabbits and things like that. Well, I decided to get these for the rats. My mum thought I was crazy when I picked them up, and maybe I am crazy, but my rats love them. So that is the last item, the last bedroom item that I bought from Ikea. Okay, next I'm going to move on to the items for the kitchen. The first item that I'm going to talk to you about is used for something else. This is a napkin holder. So I'm just going to show you close up. It's like a wooden basket, and usually you would get napkins like if you were at a party and you would just put them in here and it would be quite decorative. You know, when you go to a hotel and they've got all the napkins in a holder, that's what this is. This is a napkin holder. It was around $3.50, I think it was. I'm going to use this to put eggs in. This is my new egg basket. The house that we're hopefully looking to move in has wooden tops, wooden surfaces in the kitchen. So I thought this would look quite interesting and go with the theme of the kitchen to have the eggs in. It is what it is. Next up for the kitchen items is this colander. Now I never actually know if I pronounce the word correct, so if I'm pronouncing it incorrect, I'm sorry, but I think it is colander. So this again is for our kitchen, and I just love it. I really like this. Originally I just picked up a plastic one and it was the cheapest one that was there available, and then I saw this one and I thought, you know what, the kitchen is wood and white, and again this is gonna look pretty. I never thought that I would be so keen to get a colander that looks pretty, but I think this is the one. So I picked up this one as well for our kitchen. Another item for the kitchen, a wooden chopping board. We have quite a few plastic chopping boards, but it's been a long while since I've used a wooden one, and I know that you have to actually treat them as well to keep them preserved, which is something that I never really knew when I first had one years ago, which ended up being thrown away. And now that I know that you actually need to put things like, I think coconut oil helps, and there's another type of oil that you can put on there as well, which will actually help to preserve the wood and make sure it doesn't go mouldy or smelly and discoloured and things like that. So I bought this chopping board and I'm really hoping that I will take good care of it. But yeah, so I bought this chopping board. I was going to buy a much bigger one. They were like the really big ones, and it was only something like £9. Which is great, and eventually I probably will end up going back and getting one of those ones that permanently stays on the side in the kitchen. However, when I'm cooking and I chop up everything, like my vegetables especially, I like to pick up my chopping board to then just put it into a frying pan or a pot or whatever. So I like this one. It feels solid as well. So that is our new chopping board. And the final item that I purchased for the kitchen is this. To clean up pots and pans, we got one of these. I think it was 60p, something like that, 65 pence I think. And yeah, it's also got this like little rubber bit at the end, this little rubber piece at the bottom, so you can actually, it's like a suction, so you can actually stick it on the side in the kitchen if you want to. So I picked up one of those as well. When we walk through to the rugs section, I wanted to pick up a new doormat. This doormat I think is really cool. It's quite big. It's actually probably the largest doormat I've ever seen. Here we go. It's quite a big one. It's not your standard size doormat, but this is the design. In our hallway at the new house, I'm probably going to have it white and grey, something quite bright though. So I think whites, greys, creams, those sort of tones I'm gonna have in the hallway. And the fact that this actually has this kind of grey pattern on it, I really did like that. So I picked this up. Originally I was gonna put it in our doorway as well, but it's actually too big for our hallway. Our hallway is actually thinner than this. Let me just lift it up and show you again. So this is the width, okay? That's the width. And our hallway is slightly shorter or smaller than this. Bizarre. And now I've just got bits and bristles all over me. Let me just sort myself out. So that doormat is actually going to go into storage until we move. I don't want anyone's feet going onto it. I don't want it ruined until it goes into the house, because I just want a nice brand new clean doormat for when we have visitors. Also, whilst we were in the rugs and carpet section, I picked up some small little floor mats as well, which is going to actually go in the pen with the rabbits. So I picked up 4 of these, and they were around £1.50 each. Okay, they're decent size. And these are going to go on the floor in the conservatory to help the rabbits so they don't slip and slide everywhere. Now, I always have to pick up my favourite items from Ikea: candles. I love Ikea candles. I think they are a bargain, and for what you get, the scent as well of these candles, they last quite a long time. So I bought 2 packs of these. I always end up getting 2 packs of candles when I go to Ikea, just to top up on the candles to make sure that my house smells nice and lovely. Now, my next item I picked up because of the stick insects that I have. So this is another item again that I'm talking to you about, where if you're an owner of animals, that you have to really think about enrichment and making sure that they're entertained and they're not bored and they just get the best out of life. Well, I bought this plant. I'm not too sure exactly where it's gonna go, but it's to feed my stick insects. It's ivy. Ivy. I didn't buy this for myself to make the house look pretty or anything like that. I've solely bought this so that I can feed my stick insects. So what I can do is just trim off the ends once, twice a week, if that, just to give them some fresh leaves. The task is to be able to keep this plant alive for as long as possible, because me and plants, we don't have a very good history together. So I'm not too sure how long it will last, and I'm sure there'll be a vlog in the future talking about the plant, either praising myself for making it last for so long, or kicking myself because of the opposite. But this is another item that I picked up and had no idea that I was going to be wanting to get an ivy plant on my trip to Ikea. Okay, so the last item that I did pick up from Ikea is this big storage box. So I picked up 2 of these with lids as well. The boxes themselves are £11, I believe, and the lids are about £4. So I picked up 2 of these. They're quite big. They've got wheels underneath as well, and I can put a lot of things in here. So this is going to help with storage, putting things away out of sight. in the attic. It's also going to help with moving as well, because I can put a lot of items in here. And then we can go through that, and eventually I want to use these boxes to store everything to do with the animals as well. So these eventually in the future will be in the animal room with, well, this one box will be. I probably won't need two, but with all the animal items. So all the items that go in here means that I will have more space elsewhere, because they won't be taking up space. This will help me with that storage solution as well. So guys, that was my IKEA haul. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and I can't wait to go back to IKEA. I love going there. I love looking through the rooms, just seeing all the different ways that they style the rooms, all the different products that they have, all the ideas that they give you. I just love IKEA, and I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's definitely my cup of tea. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me some thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, what are you doing? Hit that button down below. It's in red and it says subscribe. Hit it, subscribe, and become part of Team Dominique. I am really looking forward to recording more videos that are lifestyle based, surrounding home and decorating and hauls and things like that. So again, if you are interested in that, please hit that subscribe box down below, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. See you later.